Have you ever wondered why so many people struggle with money? You see it everywhere. People are working harder than ever before, yet they feel like they are just spinning their wheels. They live paycheck to paycheck, buried under a mountain of debt, with no real hope for the future. They see others get ahead, buying nice homes, going on vacations, and they think it must be luck. They believe building wealth is a secret reserved for the privileged few or for those who just happen to be in the right place at the right time. This feeling of being stuck is incredibly common, and it's a heavy weight to carry every single day. The truth is, most people are never taught how to handle money properly. It's not a subject prioritized in our school system. Your parents might have done their best, but maybe they were struggling too, passing down the same financial habits they learned. The financial world seems designed to be confusing. You hear terms like 401k, IRA, index funds, high-yield savings, and it all sounds like a foreign language. This confusion leads to inaction. People get overwhelmed, so they do nothing. They stick with what they know, even if it's keeping them broke and stressed out. The result is a cycle of financial anxiety. You get paid, and before the money even hits your account, it's already spoken for. Mortgage, car payment, credit card bills, student loans, it all adds up. You might tell yourself you'll start saving next month, or next year, or once you get that raise you've been hoping for. But someday never seems to arrive. This isn't a personal failing. It's the outcome of a system that doesn't set you up for success and a lack of clear, simple guidance. The good news is that you can break this cycle, and it starts today. But I want to tell you something that might change your entire perspective. Building wealth is not about luck. It's not about a fancy degree, a high-powered job, or some secret handshake. Wealth is a result. It's the outcome of a process, a series of deliberate choices and consistent habits repeated over time. It's about understanding a few simple rules and having the discipline to follow them. The people you see who are winning with money are not smarter than you. They have simply learned the path, and they are walking it one step at a time. And in this video, I am going to give you the exact map to follow. So, what is this path? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm not going to promise you that you'll be a millionaire overnight. Those promises are lies designed to take your money, not grow it. The real path to financial freedom is a process based on simple math and proven principles. It's about building a solid foundation, brick by brick, that will support you for the rest of your life. This guide is designed to give you that foundation. We are going to break down every single step into clear, manageable actions that you can start taking right now, no matter how much money you have or how deep in debt you feel. Over the next few minutes, we will walk through the complete beginner's guide to building wealth. We're going to start with the absolute basics, like creating a simple budget that actually works for you. I'll show you how to finally get control of your spending so you can tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. Then, we'll talk about creating an emergency fund, which is your financial safety net. This single step will give you a level of security and peace of mind you may have never felt before. It's the barrier that protects your progress from life's unexpected turns. After that, we will tackle one of the biggest obstacles to building wealth: high-interest debt. I'll show you how to eliminate it for good so that your hard-earned money starts working for you, not for the credit card companies. Once you're on solid ground, we will dive into the exciting part: investing. I'll demystify the stock market and explain in simple terms how you can use the power of compound growth to build real, lasting wealth over the long term. You don't need to be a Wall Street expert to do this. You just need a plan, and we're going to build one together. This isn't just about theory. I'm going to show you the math in a way that's easy to understand. We'll look at real-world examples of how small, consistent actions can lead to massive results over time. You will see exactly how your money can grow, and you will understand the incredible power that you hold in your own hands. This is your chance to change your financial future. This is your opportunity to stop worrying about money and start building a life of freedom and choice. The journey starts with a single step. Let's take that step together. Table of Contents, Part 2. Build a budget. The foundation: know your numbers. The golden rule: spend less than you earn. A simple framework, the 50-30-20 rule. Putting the 50-30-20 rule into action. Finding the extra money. Tips to cut back. All right, let's get down to business. The very first step on your journey to building wealth is creating a budget. I know. The word budget can sound restrictive. It might bring up feelings of deprivation or complication. You might think it's about cutting out everything you enjoy in life, but I want you to reframe that thinking right now. A budget is not a cage. It is a tool for freedom. It is you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. It is the single most powerful action you can take to get control of your financial life. Without a budget, you are flying blind. You are simply guessing. And when it comes to your money, guessing is a recipe for staying broke. To build a budget, you first need to know your numbers. This means tracking two key things: your income, your expenses. Let's start with the easy one: your income. This is every single dollar that comes into your household each month after taxes. For most people, this is the net pay from your job. If you have a side hustle, freelance income, or any other source of money, get a clear, honest number for your total monthly take-home pay. This number is your starting line. It represents the total resources you have to work with every single month. Write it down at the top of a page or a spreadsheet. This is your reality, and we build from reality. Now for the part that requires a little more work: tracking your expenses. For 1 month, you need to track every single dollar you spend. I mean everything. Morning coffee, that subscription you forgot about. Groceries, gas for your car, that impulse buy online. Every cent. This isn't about judging yourself. It's about gathering data. You can't make a plan if you don't know what's actually happening. There are plenty of great tools to help you do this. You can use budgeting apps like Mint or YNAB, which connect to your bank accounts and automatically categorize your spending. This makes the process incredibly simple. If you prefer a more hands-on approach, a simple spreadsheet works just as well. Create columns for the date, the item you purchased, the category like groceries, rent, entertainment, and the amount. You can even use a simple notebook and pen. The tool you use doesn't matter as much as the habit of doing it. The goal here is to get a crystal clear picture of where your money is going. At the end of the month, you will have a complete record of your spending habits. This information is pure gold. It is the blueprint that will show you exactly where you can make changes and start winning with money. Once you have your data from tracking your income and expenses for a month, it's time to face the music. You need to do some simple addition. Add up all your income for the month. Add up all your expenses for the month. Compare those two numbers. This is the moment of truth. Find out if you're on a path to wealth or a path to debt. The single most important rule in personal finance: spend less than you earn. No way around this. You can't build wealth if you're spending every dollar you make or spending more than you make. If expenses exceed income, don't panic. This is common and fixable. You're likely living in a deficit by using credit cards or other forms of debt. That's a financial treadmill. Exhausting and endless if you don't step off. Seeing it clearly on paper is the first crucial step. Now you have a target. The gap between income and expenses is where the magic happens. That gap, savings rate. That gap, margin. Money left over at month end. The seed for your financial future. It funds your emergency fund, paying off debt, investing. The bigger the gap, the faster wealth grows. Even $50 or $100 to start is a victory. That is taking control. Okay, you know you need to spend less than you earn, but how do you actually decide where your money should go? This is where a simple budgeting framework can be a game changer. One of the most popular is the 50-30-20 rule. It's not a strict law, it's a guideline. It gives you a simple, balanced way to allocate your money. Divide your after-tax income into 3 main buckets. First bucket, 50% needs. These are the essential expenses you must pay to live. Rent or mortgage payment, electricity, water, heat, essential groceries, transportation to get to work, minimum debt payments. Next bucket, 30% wants. Dining out at restaurants, Your daily latte, movies, concerts, streaming service subscriptions, hobbies, vacations. This is the fun money. Finally, 20% savings and debt repayment. This is your wealth-building engine. Build your emergency fund. Make extra payments on high-interest debt. Invest for your future. This 20% is paying yourself first. It's the commitment to your future self. Automate that 20%. You make progress every single month. Let's make this real with some simple math. Let's say your household brings in $5,000 per month after taxes. First, let's calculate the needs category. You take your $5,000 and multiply it by 50%. That gives you $2,500. This is your target budget for all of your essential expenses. Next up is your wants category. You take that same $5,000 and multiply it by 30%. This gives you $1,500. This is your monthly budget for all the fun stuff. Having this number is incredibly liberating. It gives you permission to spend money on things you enjoy without feeling guilty. Finally, we calculate the most powerful category: savings and debt repayment. We take our $5,000 and multiply it by 20%. That equals $1,000. This is the amount you are going to use to change your life. By making this a non-negotiable 20% of your income, you are guaranteeing that you are making significant progress. This is the difference between hoping for a better future and actively building one month at a time. Now, you might be looking at these numbers and thinking, there's no way I can save 20% of my income. That's a common reaction, and it's okay. The 50-30-20 rule is a target. Your job is to find ways to move closer to that ideal. This means taking a hard look at your spending and finding areas to cut back. Look for the leaks in your budget. Start with the wants category. Go through your bank or credit card statement line by line. How many subscriptions are you paying for? A single $15 a month subscription you don't use costs you $180 a year. Cut 3 of those and you've found over $500. How often are you eating out? Packing a lunch for work just a few times a week can save you hundreds of dollars a month. Next, look for ways to reduce your needs. Call your car insurance provider and ask for a better rate or shop around for quotes. When it comes to groceries, try planning your meals. Stick to a shopping list. Opt for store brands over name brands. These small adjustments can free up a surprising amount of cash. If you have high-interest credit card debt, call your credit card company. You can also look into a balance transfer card with a 0% introductory APR. Every dollar you save is a dollar you can redirect towards your goal of building wealth. Table of Contents. Part 3. Create an emergency fund. About 4 sections. Section 1. Your financial fire extinguisher. Section 2. How much is enough? Defining your target. Section 3. The step-by-step plan to build your fund. Section 4. Keeping your emergency fund safe and sound. Now that you have a budget in place, we move on to the next critical step. Before you start aggressively paying off debt or investing, you must build a buffer. This buffer is your emergency fund. Think of it as a financial fire extinguisher. You hope you never have to use it, but if a fire breaks out in your life, you will be incredibly grateful that you have it. It's the tool that allows you to put out a small problem before it turns into a devastating, life-altering catastrophe. Without it, you are one unexpected event away from a complete financial disaster. Life is unpredictable. The car will break down. The air conditioner will die. You or a family member might have an unexpected medical bill. Or worse, you could lose your job. An emergency fund is your personal insurance policy. It provides the cash you need to handle the crisis without having to resort to high-interest credit cards. This is about more than just money. It's about peace of mind. The constant, low-grade stress of living on the edge is exhausting. Having an emergency fund changes that. It's the foundation upon which your entire wealth-building journey will be built. So, how much money do you actually need in your emergency fund? The answer is personal. It depends on your individual circumstances. A solid rule of thumb: between 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses saved. Not 3 to 6 months of income, the bare bones amount to survive if income disappeared. Exclude wants. The remainder is your monthly survival number. Example, essential monthly expenses, $2,500. 3 months, $7,500. 6 months, $15,000. If you have a very stable job, lean toward 3 months. If income is variable, if you're self-employed, if you're the sole provider, consider 6 months or more. Don't let these numbers scare you. You won't save this all at once. Set a clear target and work toward it, $1 at a time. Seeing a target like $10,000 can feel completely overwhelming. So, we are going to break this down. Your first goal is not to save 6 months of expenses. Your first goal is to save $1,000. We'll call this your starter emergency fund. Having a $1,000 cushion puts you ahead of the game immediately. To get to this first $1,000, you need to get intense. Look for anything and everything you can do to scrape together this initial amount as quickly as possible. Once you have your $1,000 starter fund in place, you can breathe a small sigh of relief. You've created a small but powerful buffer. Now you can shift from a frantic sprint to a steady, consistent pace. The best way to do this is to automate it. Set up an automatic transfer. This automation is the key to success. It puts your savings plan on autopilot, ensuring you are consistently making progress. By making it automatic, you are making it inevitable. Where you keep your emergency fund is just as important as how much you save. The stock market is absolutely not the place for your emergency fund. Your emergency fund is for safety, not for growth. The ideal place for your emergency fund is a high-yield savings account. First, they are completely safe. Second, they pay a much higher interest rate than a big brick-and-mortar bank. Keep your emergency fund at a separate bank from your regular checking. That creates a small but important barrier. With a different institution, transfers take a day or two. That delay gives you a cooling-off period. It forces you to pause and ask, is this a true emergency or just something I want? Be disciplined about what counts as a real emergency. It is for true, unexpected emergencies only. If you use part of the fund, that's okay. Once the crisis passes, replenishing the fund becomes your #1 financial priority. Table of Contents. Part 4. Eliminate high-interest debt. Section 1. The Wealth Killer. Hiding in plain sight. Section 2. The 2 proven methods for attacking debt. Section 3. The snowball versus the avalanche. A real-world example. Section 4. Staying out of debt for good. You've built your budget. You've created your starter emergency fund. Now it's time to go on the offensive. It's time to confront the single biggest obstacle that is actively working against your ability to build wealth. I'm talking about high-interest debt. This is the enemy. It is a silent killer of your financial dreams, in the form of credit card balances, payday loans, personal loans. When you make only the minimum payment, the vast majority of your money goes directly to the bank in the form of interest, while your actual balance barely moves. You are on the wrong side of the compound growth equation. Instead of your money growing for you, your debt is growing for the lender. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a massive hole in the bottom. You have to patch the hole first. Every dollar you send to a credit card company is a dollar that you are freeing from bondage. It is a dollar that can finally stop working for the bank and start working for you. There are 2 primary proven methods for paying off debt: the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. First, let's talk about the debt snowball. You list all of your debts, from the smallest balance to the largest, regardless of the interest rate. You take every single extra dollar and throw it at the smallest debt. This focus on one target creates momentum. The second method is the debt avalanche. You list your debts in order from the highest interest rate to the lowest, regardless of the balance. You throw all your extra money at the debt with the highest interest rate. From a purely mathematical standpoint, this method will save you the most money in interest over time. As you pay off each debt, you roll the payment into the payment for the next one. Your payment grows larger and larger as you knock out each debt. Let's break this down with a real-world example. Imagine you have 3 debts, and you found an extra $300 in your budget each month. If you choose the debt snowball method, your list, from smallest to largest, would be the $500 credit card. In less than 2 months, that credit card will be paid off completely. Boom. You get a quick win. This is a huge psychological boost. Now, you take the money you were paying on the credit card, and you roll it all onto the next debt in line, the $3,000 personal loan. Mathematically, the avalanche saves more money on interest, but for many people, the behavioral and motivational benefits of the snowball lead to a higher chance of success. Choose the plan you know you will stick with. Paying off all your high-interest debt is an incredible achievement, but your work isn't done. Make sure you never end up in that situation again. The first and most important tool for staying out of debt is your fully funded emergency fund. Once your high-interest debt is gone, take that giant snowball payment and use it to finish building your emergency fund. You also need to change your relationship with credit cards. If you struggle with overspending, get rid of them. Cut them up. Move to a debit card. Finally, embrace delayed gratification. Buy now, pay later is the mantra of the broke. Instead of financing things now, save up and pay with cash. Table of contents. Part 5. Start investing and increase your income. 5 sections. Section 1. Compound growth. Section 2. Investing made simple. Stocks, bonds, funds. Section 3. Your investment game plan. Low-cost index funds. Section 4. Shifting gears. The power of increasing your income. Section 5. How to earn more. Skills, raises, side hustles. Congratulations! You have built an incredibly strong financial foundation. Now, and only now, are you ready for the most exciting step of all, investing. This is where you transform from playing defense to playing offense. This is where you put your money to work for you. The magic behind investing can be summed up in 2 words: compound growth. Albert Einstein is often quoted as having called it the 8th wonder of the world. In simple terms, your investments earn a return, and then you earn returns on those returns. Example: imagine you invest $10,000 at a 10% return. Year 1, you earn $1,000. Year 2, 10% on $11,000. That's $1,100. The most important ingredient for compound growth to work its magic is time. This is why it is so crucial to start investing as early as possible. Your greatest asset as an investor is the number of years you have ahead of you. Don't waste it. The world of investing can seem incredibly intimidating, but the truth is, you don't need to understand all of that complex stuff. The main types of investments you'll encounter are stocks, bonds, and funds. First, let's talk about stocks. Buying a stock, a tiny piece of ownership in a public company. You become a part owner of the business. Next, bonds. You're lending money to a company or a government. They promise to pay back your principal and pay you regular interest in the meantime. Finally, funds, especially great for beginners. A fund is a professional collection of many stocks, bonds, or both. Buy a share of the fund and you own a small piece of everything inside. For most people, the best answer is a simple, elegant solution: low-cost index funds. An index fund passively tracks a market index like the S&P 500. First, instant, incredible diversification. You're not betting on one horse, you're betting on the entire American economy to grow long-term. Second advantage, these funds are incredibly cheap. Choosing low-cost index funds keeps more money compounding for you instead of a fund manager. Here's your game plan. Open a retirement account. Then set up automatic, recurring investments into a low-cost, broad market index fund. But if you want to accelerate your journey to financial freedom, you must increase your income. It's like adding a turbocharger to your financial engine. Let's look at the math. Increase income by $500. Keep lifestyle the same and dedicate that extra $500 to investing. That's a 50% increase in investment from a 10% income bump. There are 3 primary paths. Get paid more for the work you already do, learn valuable skills to increase your worth, or create an additional stream of income. Asking for a raise isn't about demanding more money, it's about building a case. You transform the conversation from a plea to a business negotiation. In today's rapidly changing economy, you must commit to being a lifelong learner. Investing in your own education is one of the highest return investments you can ever make. Table of Contents, Part 6. Protect Your Money and Millionaire Habits. About 4 section. Section 1. Building a Financial Fortress. Section 2. Beware of the Wealth Destroyers. Section 3. The Habits of the Wealthy Daily Practices. Section 4. The Millionaire Mindset. Long-term thinking. You've come so far on this journey. You are building something real, something that will last. Now, we need to talk about how to protect it. Building wealth is like building a castle. You need to build a fortress around it. Protecting your money is just as important as making it. The next layer of protection is insurance. You must have the proper types of insurance to protect you and your assets. Health insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, renter's insurance. Finally, as your wealth grows, think about basic estate planning. At minimum, have a simple will. It ensures your wealth goes to the people and causes you care about. One of the most insidious wealth destroyers is unnecessary fees. They add up over time, acting as a constant drag on your financial progress. Another major threat you must be constantly on guard for is scams. They promise guaranteed high returns with no risk. Remember this rule for the rest of your life. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Never make an investment decision based on urgency or emotion. Scammers will try to pressure you into acting immediately. This is a massive red flag. Take your time, do your own research from independent sources, and never invest in something you do not fully understand. Becoming wealthy isn't just about a few big decisions. It's about the small, consistent habits you practice every single day. One common habit is a commitment to continuous learning. Another key habit is planning and reviewing. This regular review keeps them connected to the plan and lets them make small adjustments to stay on course. Automation is another powerful habit. Wealthy people know willpower is finite, so they build systems that make the right choices easy. Finally, self-made millionaires are disciplined. They do what needs doing, even when they don't feel like it. Discipline is not punishment. It's linking short-term actions to long-term outcomes. Beyond the daily habits, there is an underlying mindset that is crucial for building wealth. It's a shift in perspective from short-term gratification to long-term vision. Adopting a millionaire mindset also means embracing an abundance mentality rather than a scarcity mentality. An abundance mindset believes that there is plenty of opportunity and success to go around. Ultimately, the millionaire mindset is about taking 100% ownership of your life and your financial outcomes. They see themselves as the creators of their own lives, not as victims of circumstance. This profound sense of personal responsibility is the engine that drives all the other habits. It is the belief that you, and you alone, are in control of your financial destiny. We have covered a tremendous amount of ground together. We started by acknowledging the financial stress, and we made a commitment to replace that anxiety with a clear, actionable plan. We broke down the entire process of building wealth into simple, manageable steps. This is the complete roadmap, from financial uncertainty to financial freedom. The path is clear. The steps are proven. The only remaining variable is you. This knowledge is only powerful if you put it into action. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey to wealth begins with the next decision you make. It's the decision to sit down this weekend and track your expenses, to open a high-yield savings account, to say no to an impulse purchase. These small choices repeated build unstoppable momentum toward your goals. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built one smart decision at a time. The power to change your financial future is in your hands right now. Start today. Start small. Start with one thing, but start. If you found this helpful, subscribe to FinGrowly for more smart finance tips. Your future self will thank you.